Breaking news. Republican candidate Bush narrowly secured victory in last night's contested presidential election. It all came down to Florida, a highly sought-after swing state. When looking at statistics, this turned out to be the closest election in U.S. history, with Bush only winning Florida by 537 votes, a 0.009% margin. Many are calling for a recount across the state, while others are simply pointing fingers at Ralph Nader of the Green Party. To have perspective of both candidates, we are going to sit down with both of them to discuss this nail-biting election. Now to Barbara, on the scene.
I can't believe it, Bill. It's crazy here in Florida. It all came down to Florida last night, Bill, and now I'm here with Al Gore and George W. Bush themselves. Bush, how do you feel?
I'm feeling really great. I'm really excited to be back in the only color house that I ever want to live in, the White House. It's a great thing that happened this yesterday in November.
Al Gore, how do you feel about that?
You guys are interrupting Andy Griffin for this line of baloney? This baloney election and interview?
This election...
Do you know where I'm from? Do you know where I'm from?
I do.
Where am I from?
You're from D.C., Al Gore.
Washington, D.C. Washington, as in the first president of the United States. Washington, as in our nation's capital. Gore, as in the one that should have been the 41st president of the United States.
I won the election fair.
I was recently the vice president for Bill Clinton. I know what's up. I know how to run a country. Not like your daddy.
You are the one who lost the election.
I lost the election.
Not me.
You
don't know that.
I do know that.
It's
know
getting
why?
heated, Bill.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because the election was 271 to 266. But we won't recount Florida because the Supreme Court is on crack or something. Because it's unconstitutional to recount Florida. Yeah, unconstitutional, my rear end. Okay? This is rigged. Rigged.
Just
rigged.
because Jeb is the governor does not mean that this election has been rigged.
Yeah, okay. Okay. It's fine. It's whatever.
This
It's
is
whatever.
Baloney.
I am
I
here.
am the president.
I am here for the people. You are here. I don't even know why you're here, because you want to use the White House's hot tub or something. I don't know what your beef is. I don't know. You're not going to pay attention to anything, okay? There could be terror attacks. Iraq. Huge problems in Iraq. What are you going to do about it? Speechless. This is why I should be your president, America. This is why.
Okay. Back to you, Bill.
Wow, thank you so much for that compelling interview, Barbara. Now we turn to our commentators, Joyce and Persephone, to discuss the recent Supreme Court case, Bush versus Gore.
Hi, I'm Joyce, and I work for the George Bush campaign.
Hi. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Persephone, and I like Al Gore.
Okay, ladies, now that you've introduced yourselves, let's get to our discussion. How do you feel about the case regarding the election recently appealed to the Supreme Court?
I'm not a fan of the Supreme Court case because originally, during the ballot, people were unsure of how to vote, and the ballots were confusing to them, so they marked the wrong person, which would originally cause for a recount and a revote.
I do not think there should be a recount unless it's across all the states, because if there was not across the states, it would be breaking the 14th Amendment of equal protection.
I disagree with this because in Florida there was already an original bias between the Bush family because Jeb Bush is the governor of Florida.
Maybe so, however, it's not the point. It's unconstitutional unless you redo the whole thing over all the states.
That may be so, but also if Bush really won, then what would a recount matter?
All right, thank you so much for your opinions, ladies. That's all we have time for, and I'll catch you next week.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's extended segment on the 2000 election.
Hi, America! Welcome to my new crib, the White House.